Hi everyone. In this video हम यहाँ पर दो बहुत ही ज़्यादा important topics को we will discuss. So first one which we will discuss is profit and loss. Okay. So we will solve some questions of profit, loss and discount. Okay. Which will give you some idea like what kind of questions you need to practice. Also a little bit difficult question. Okay, which you need to practice. Also, this is a very important topic because in foundation section, you may get around two questions from this topic in quant. Okay. So maybe you will be getting around two questions in quant in foundation section from this topic, which is profit, loss, and discounts. Also, the second topic which we will be discussing in this video is data sufficiency, and that topic is very important because you will getting around 4 to 5 questions overall combining your foundation and advanced section. Okay, so that's why these both sections are very important, and these both topics are very important. One is profit and loss, and second one is data sufficiency. Okay, so make sure to watch this video till the end because we will be discussing the basics, the question types in this video. Okay, also before going ahead with the topics, I just want to tell you that currently if you want to know what is the weightage of the topics, how you need to prepare, because in TCS actually it is very important, you should know how to prioritize the topic. Okay, how to prioritize the topics, which topic you need to read first, how you need to attempt the question with the timer, because timer is very important, because in TCS exam without timer you cannot solve anything. There will be questions of medium difficulty, but if you don't know how to solve them using the timer and with the limited time constraints, you cannot do anything. Okay, so that's why we you can join this TCS group. Okay, so this is the part of TCS NQT mock test series, in which you can basically join this WhatsApp group, in which we will be providing you the instruction, the weightage of the topics, like which topic you need to prepare priority wise. Then daily tests for practice are ongoing. Okay, and this is very important because we are providing so many tests for practice, and we are providing the daily sets for practice. Okay, which will help you a lot in TCS with weightage. Also, more than 700 practice questions are available here. Also, for coding we have provided the sheets. Okay, there are a lot of things available which will help you a lot for TCS, and previous year based यहाँ पर you will be getting the mock test also, the full-fledged mock test also you will be getting. So there are a lot of things for the practice. You can purchase constraints. Okay, because this topic can be sometime tricky. It is not difficult, but it can be tricky. Okay, how you can practice this topic and other topics with weightage, because just now I have told you the weightage of this topic. Okay, because preparing for TCS NQT you cannot cover the whole syllabus. The main point is you should cover the topics with priority. Okay, if any topic has the highest priority or higher priority, you should cover that topic first. Okay, so how you will get to know the weightage and which topics you need to study, and the practice sets with timer with TCS NQT level question. Okay, how you will get all these things? So you will get all these things from this one. Okay, so you can enroll in TCS NQT mock test. First of all, there is a WhatsApp group. Okay, you can join this WhatsApp group. In this WhatsApp group, you will be getting all the instructions, which topics you need to study, how you need to study. Then we have a section called daily test for practice. In this section, we are providing daily practice sets. A lot of practice sets are there. So you can see here 8 hours and 45 minutes test we have already included, which is a huge time. You will be needing a lot of time to practice them because it's a huge time. Okay, so all these tests are with timer which we are providing for daily practice. Okay, this is the another thing, but we already covered the whole syllabus here in the practice set verbal, in practice set reasoning, in practice set quant. So already we have provided more than 700 questions for reasoning, quant and verbal, and you can practice them. And also you will be getting the coding questions sheet, previous year sheet. Okay, also the coding questions collections for TCS NQT. A lot of things you will be getting here in TCS NQT mock test. So you can enroll, you will not get disappointed. It's a very affordable course to purchase, and you can join the WhatsApp group for the practice. Okay, now let's start with our topic which is data sufficiency. Okay, so in this topic, data sufficiency, first of all, let's understand 2 points. Okay, there can be two kind of question. One is numeric, okay, one is theoretical. Now, what is the difference between numeric and theory? So in numeric, there will be some equation or there will be some question can be given in which you need to solve that question mathematically, and after solving the question mathematically, you can only give the answers. So we will solve around two questions here for this type. Second one is theory, in which you will be getting some theory assumptions and ideas. Based on the theoretical assumption and ideas, you need to find out, okay, which answer is correct. Okay, which answer is correct. So these kind of two questions will be there. Now let's understand the basics. Okay, there will be four options for each and every question. Now understand the four options. Okay, first option will be, I'll just give you one idea. So first there will be one statement. Okay, in the statement there will be total four options. One option will be only one statement is true, second will be two alone is true, third will be combining both is true, and fourth will be neither is true. Okay, first one is statement one alone is true. Okay, alone is true. Second one, statement two alone is true. Third one, statement one and statement two together they are true. And fourth, neither is true. Okay, so now what we need to do is, there will be one statement, okay, and there will be second statement. There will be total two statements. Okay, we need to find out actually if the data is sufficient to support that statement or not. Okay, I'll just explain you with the question so it will be clear a lot. Okay, so first see this one. Okay, there is a question, what is the value of x? Okay, we need to find the value of x. Now the first statement is saying 3x minus 7 equals to 5. Second statement is saying x square equals to 16. Okay, so now if you can see here, first statement is saying 3x minus 7 is equals to 5, and second statement is saying x square equals to 16. Now option is saying 1 alone is sufficient. Why it is sufficient? To find the value of x. So we do not need the second statement, only using the first statement we can find the value of x. So this is the first option is saying. Second option is saying second alone is sufficient. That means we don't need the first statement, only using the second statement we can find the value of x. Okay, both 1 and 2 are sufficient together. That means we need both the statements to find the value of x. Fourth one, neither 1 nor 2 is sufficient. That means we cannot find the value of x using the both statement. Okay, now let's solve this. Okay, so first statement is saying, okay, see carefully, 3x minus 7 equals to 5. That means 3x equals to 5 plus 7, which is 3x equals to 12. So what is the value of x? The value of x is 4. Okay, so we can find the value of x, which is 4. Okay, using only the first statement. Now second statement is saying x square equals to 16. So the value of x can be plus minus 4. Correct? So but we know the answer is 4, because using the first statement we can only find the answer. Okay, so is second statement needed to find the value of x? No, only using the first statement we can find the answer. Correct? So that's why our answer will be 1 alone is sufficient, because using only the first statement we can find the value of x. Okay, so 1 alone is sufficient. Okay, so that's how we solve the question. I'm just explaining you the basics. Okay, second one, what is the total cost of 5 identical pens? Okay, so they are asking what is the total cost of 5 identical pens. The cost of pens and 2 pencil is 50 rupees. So they are saying, suppose we are saying x is equals to pen. Okay, and we are suppose saying that y equals to pencil. Okay, now the first statement saying the cost of 3 pens and 2 pencils is 50 rupees. Second statement is saying the cost of 2 pens and 3 pencil is 40. Okay. So first one is saying what is the cost of five identical pens. Okay, now this is the main part. Okay, this is the main part, that it is saying the pens are identical. Okay, so this is the main part, and we have the four option. One alone is sufficient, two alone is sufficient, both one and two are sufficient together, or neither one nor two is sufficient. Okay, so let's take the pen cost as x. Okay, and the pencil cost as y. Okay, so x is pen and y is pencil. Okay, now uh, first equation is saying 3 pen and 2 pencil is 50, so we will say 3x plus 2y equals to 50. Second statement is saying the cost of 2 pens, that means 2x plus 3y is equals to 40. Okay, so if you can see here, there are total two variables. Okay, x and y. So to solve the two variables, we will be needing around two equations. Okay, because without using the two equations, we cannot solve the two variables, correct? Because there are total two variables which we need to solve. But using the two equations, we can solve it. Okay, but now comes the main part. Okay, the main part is, do we really need to solve it? Do we really need to solve it? Because it will consume our time to actually find out the value, correct? If we will solve it, okay, so if we will solve it, we actually need some time. But we already know there are total two variables, which is x and y, and there are total two equations, correct? So definitely we can find the value of x and y, but we don't need to solve it. Why we don't need to solve it? Because it will consume time. But we already know that with the first statement or with the second statement, this problem cannot be solved. We need to use both, because first statement will give the first equation, second statement will give the second equation, and when we will get all the two equation, then we can solve the question. That's why the option C is right, which is both 1 and 2 are sufficient together. Okay, because only using the first statement or by using only the second statement, we cannot solve this question. Okay, so that's why the answer will be both 1 and 2 will be sufficient together. Okay, I'm just explaining you the overall things, that's why I'm just taking a little bit time, otherwise the questions are easy. Okay, now suppose let's do this question quickly. How many pages of the book did Robert read on Sunday? Okay, this is a theory question. Okay, this is a theory question. How many books of the book did Robert read on Sunday? The book has 300 pages. Robert read the last 50 pages on Sunday. Okay. So if Robert read the last 50 pages, so definitely the book will be having the more than 50 pages, correct? Because we are talking about the book, right? So if we are talking about the book, and Robert already read the last 50 pages, that means the book should be having more than 50 pages. Okay, and what they are asking in the question, how many pages of the book did Robert read on Sunday? Does the count matters? Like the book is having 300 pages. Okay, the book is having 300 pages. Does the count matter? Because in the question, because some students might get confused with this, that Robert read 50 last pages, that means Robert read from 250 to 300 pages. Okay, but does that does that matter? Because read the question carefully, they are only saying how many pages of the book did Robert read on Sunday. So we are only concerned about the how many pages he read. It doesn't matter how many pages does that book have, or whatever it is. Okay, so in the second statement alone, it is given that Robert read the last 50 pages on the Sunday, that we already know that he read around 50 pages on Sunday. Okay, that's why the answer will be 50 pages. Okay, and the statement 2 alone is enough to give this answer, so option will be second, that is 2 alone is sufficient. Okay, now in which year? Okay, now solve this one. So Rahul at present is 25 years younger to his mother. Rahul brother who was born in 1964 is 35 years younger to his mother. Okay, so this kind of question actually TCS ask. Okay, so this is the actual question which I am presenting to you, very similar to TCS. Okay, so how you need to solve it. Okay, so first statement is saying Rahul at present is 25 years younger to his mother. Okay, Rahul brother who was born in 1964 is 35 years younger to his mother. Okay, so if he's born in 1964 and if he's 35 years younger to his mother, that means what is the age of his mother? We can say 1964 minus 35. Okay, so I think it should be 1929 maybe. Okay, so 1929, yeah, I think, yeah, 1929. Okay, so Rahul brother who was born in 1964 is 35 years younger to his mother, so it is 1929. And Rahul at present is 25 years younger to his mother. Okay, that means this is the born year of his mother. Okay, so if uh, at present he is 25 years younger to his mother, that means Rahul should born at 1929 plus 25. Correct. So if he's born on this on this date, then it should be 1954. Okay, so in which year Rahul was born? So it should be 1954. Okay, 1954. Okay, also we can see here Rahul's brother who was born in 1964 is 35 years younger to his mother. So if he born in 1964, okay, and he's 35 years younger to his mother, that's fine. And Rahul is 25 years younger to his mother, that means there is the age difference of 10 years. So we can also directly deduct 10 from here, so which will say 1954. Okay, but if we don't know about the both statements, can we solve this? No, we cannot solve this because both statements are required to actually get the Rahul's age. With only one statement, can you guess the age of Rahul? No, we cannot guess. That's why the answer should be, what should be the answer? Just tell me. It should be the option number C, which is both 1 and 2 are sufficient together. Okay, so this should be our answer. Now let's solve this question. This one is very, very important because it is almost similar to the question which TCS asked last year. Okay, from data sufficiency. Very, very important. Let's solve this. Five trees J, R, S, U, and G are of different heights. Which among of them is tallest tree? Only three trees are taller than S. U is shorter than S. R is taller than J. J is taller than Z. Okay. They are saying there are total five trees. So we already know it is J, R, S, U, and Z. They are saying only three trees are taller than S. So maybe there are three trees which are taller than S. Okay. We will put them here. U is shorter than S. That U will come here because it is shorter. Okay. Now what are the remaining three trees, which is J, R, and G? Definitely they are J, R, and G. Definitely they are taller than S. Definitely it is true because we already know from the statement number one that J, R, G are the taller from S from the statement one. But uh, we can find out the tallest from this one? No, because statement from statement 1 it is not clear that which one is tallest. Okay, statement 2 is saying R is taller than J. Okay, R is taller than J and J is taller than G. Okay, R is taller than J and J is taller than G, and these three are taller than S and U is shorter than S. That means if we will combine both the statements, then we can find that the R is the tallest one. That's why the answer will be uh, here. See, does both statement 1 and 2 together and not statement 1 alone or statement 2 alone are sufficient to answer? That means if we will combine both 1 and 2, then we will be able to answer this. So answer will be combining the both. Okay. So this is about the data sufficiency. Also for practice test and everything, you will be getting the link in the description. There are a lot of questions available for TCS. All the instructions are available. Previous year MCQ based full mock test are available to practice. Okay. So link will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so let's solve the first question. It's a very good question. Okay, a medium hard difficulty level question. Very, very good question. Okay, let's solve this. A man sells an article at a profit of 25%. Okay, so basically he's selling an article at 25% profit. Okay, so suppose the article price is X rupees. Okay, if he's selling it at 25% profit, that means he's selling at 1.25 X rupees. Correct? He's selling at this much. Okay, if he had bought it at 20% less. Okay, if he had bought it at 20% less, that means this is the cost price. And if he had bought it at 20% less, that means he's bought at 0.8x. Okay, and sold it for 36.75 less. Okay, and sold it for 36.75 less. Okay, he would have gained 30%. Okay, find the cost price of the article. Okay, so pretty straightforward, all the steps are given, only we need to calculate the things. Okay, so basically the first step is, let the original price is X rupees, profit is 25%, we discussed, so the selling price will be 1.25x because the profit is 25%. Okay, now suppose if he buyed at 20% less, matlab suppose he is buying at 0.8x. Okay, and he sells it for 36.75 less. This is what the question is saying. Okay, currently what is the selling price in which he is selling? So at 1.25x he is selling the product, but now we are saying, suppose he's selling it for 36.75 less. That means at 1.25x minus 36.75. Suppose he's selling at this price. Okay, he would have gained 30%. Okay, he would have gained 30%. Okay, so the cost price is 0.8x and he would have got 30%. Okay, if he will say sell like this. Okay, so we should increase the 30% here and we can equal the equations. Okay, so what is the 30% of 0.8x? It should be 1.3. Okay, multiply by 0.8x. Okay, the 30%. So if we will solve it, what will be our answer? 1.04x. Okay, so suppose if he's selling at 1.05x. Okay, at this price he gained the 30% of profit which we just discussed. Okay, so this is the selling price. Okay, and we already had our selling price here also, in which if suppose he's selling the product at 36.75 less. Okay, this also we have mentioned as the new selling price. Okay, this is also the selling price, this is also the selling price. In the both equations we have x. Okay, so we can basically equalize them. So it should be 1.25x minus 36.75 equals to 1.04x. Okay, we can solve this. So this will be 1.25x minus 1.04x equals to 36.75. Okay, solving this, it will give us 0.21x, which is equals to 36.75. Okay, if we will solve it, the x equals to 36.75 divided by 0.21, solving it will give x equals to 175. So this is our answer. Okay, so this will be our answer. Okay, so the final answer will be 175. Okay, so I hope the question is clear. Okay, there is nothing difficult. We just need to create two equations. We are just making the both equations equal and we are just solving the question. Okay, so it was a good question, good difficulty. Let's solve the next question. In the next question they are saying, by selling 33 meters of the cloth, a shopkeeper gains the selling price of 11 meters. Find his gain percentage. Very easy. So they are saying, by selling the 33 meters of the cloth, a shopkeeper gains the selling price of 11 meters. So suppose if he is selling 33 meters of the cloth and suppose the price is 1 rupees per meter. Okay, let's consider it. So if he's selling 33 meters of cloths, then the price should be also 33. Okay, a shopkeeper gains the selling price of 11 meter. Okay, so if he gains, that means he's gaining the profit. Okay, so what is the profit? 11 meters cloths means 11 rupees, because we are considering as 1 rupees per meter. So 11 rupees he gained. Okay, at selling 33 meters of cloths. Okay, he gained 11 rupees. Means if he is selling 33 rupees, okay, because we considered at 1 rupees per meter. If he is selling, the total selling amount is 33 rupees, he is getting 11 rupees, correct? So what is the cost price? It should be 33 minus 11, okay? So it should be 22. Okay, so 22 is cost price. Okay, find his gain percentage. Okay, so he got 11 rupees and the cost price is 22 rupees. Okay, so it is 50% because, correct, we just discussed he is gaining 11 rupees and the cost price is 22 rupees, so it should be 50%. Correct, so answer will be 50%. Okay, let's solve next question. A shopkeeper marks his good 30% above the cost price and gives 10% discount to customer. What is his profit percentage? A shopkeeper marks his goods 30% above the cost price. Suppose the cost price is 100 rupees. He is marking his good as 30% above the cost price, means 130 rupees, and gives 10% discount, means 10% of this will be 117. Okay, because the 10% will be 13 rupees, we are just subtracting it, so it should be 117. Okay, this should be the price. What is the profit percentage? Okay, so he's selling at 117. Okay, and the original price was 100 rupees, so percentage is 17 percentage will be answer. A man buys two horses for, again, a very good question, and this question was asked, a very similar question was asked in TCS previous year. Okay, so just solve this carefully. Very good question. A man buys two horses for 1350 rupees. He sells one at 6% loss and other at 7.5% gain. If he gains rupees 13.50 overall, what the cost price of each horse? Okay, so he's saying a man buy two horses for two horses. Okay, two horses he bought. Okay, for 1350. Okay, he sells one at 6% loss. Okay, so he's buying two horses for 1350. Okay, suppose the price of one horse is X rupees. Definitely the second one will be, for the second one it will be 1315 minus X. So the price for one horse is X rupees. For second one, it is 1350 minus X. Okay. He sells one at 6% loss. Okay. So basically, suppose he's selling this horse. Okay. This one. This is the price. He's selling it at 6% loss. Okay. So basically, he's selling at 0.06x. Correct? Because he's selling at 6% loss. Okay, and the other at 7.5% gain. So the other price was this one. So suppose he's selling it at 7.5% gain, that means 0.075, and okay, this will be our price because this one is at 6% loss and this one as 7.5% gain. Okay, so this will be the situation, correct? If this is the situation, if he gains 13.5 rupees, okay, if he is gaining 13.5 rupees, that means, suppose if we subtract this price from this one, because this is the gain one and this is the loss one, then the answer should be 13.50. Okay, so it should be like 0.075 1350 minus x minus 0.06x equals to 13.50. This should be the situation. Let's solve this now. So if we will be solving this, okay, it will give us minus 0.135x equals to minus 87.75. Okay, this to this cancel, and our final price of x will be 650 rupees. Okay, so if the price of one horse is 650 rupees, the other will be 700 rupees. Okay, because the total price was 1350. Okay, so I hope you got this question because this question they asked last year. It is an important question. Okay, So if you have any doubt, you can just rewatch it, because I don't think it is very very hard. It is simple only. Okay, so easily you can get it. Okay, so don't forget to basically practice these kind of questions. Also, in the mock test, you will be getting the questions like these with timer. Okay, so with timer you will be getting, okay, all these kind of questions. So uh, all the mock tests with the timers are available, the sheets are available, which you can purchase. Also, you will be getting the weightage and how should you prioritize the question on in this group. So make sure to join this group. Okay, so this is also one thing. Okay, now let's solve this question. A shopkeeper sells a table for 420 rupees and makes a profit of 5%. He sells another table for uh, 450 rupees and makes a profit of 18% if he sells both together. What is his overall profit percentage? Okay, a shopkeeper sells a table for 420 rupees. Okay, so table he's selling at 420 rupees. Okay, and makes a profit of 5%. Okay, so if he's getting a 5% profit, okay, if he's getting the 5% profit, to get the cost price, what we can say, it should be 420 divided by 1.05, correct? It should be the cost price, whatever the cost price will be, it will give it here. So after solving it, let's solve it. uh, it should be 400. Okay, he sells another table for 450 and makes a profit of 18%. Okay, so he's making the profit of 18%, 18% here at 450. So the original price of the second one will be 450 divided by 1.18, correct? So the solution for this one will be around 382 rupees, or we can say 381.36 rupees. Okay, precisely, accurately. Okay, so this will be our the second one. If he sells both together, okay, what is overall profit percentage? Okay, so he sold for 420 and 450, so how much he gained? Okay, so it should be 450 plus 420. Okay, so 870, this is the whole amount for which he sold, correct? And what is the original cost price? For the first one it was 400 rupees, and second one it was 381 something. Okay, so if we calculate it, it should be around 781. And he sold at total 870 rupees, and the cost price of the both tables is 781. So we can make a percentage of it. So 781 divided by 870. Okay, we can calculate it. So after calculating, it will give around 11.3. In the option, the closest one is 11%, so the answer will be 11%. Okay, simple. So this will be the answer for this one. Okay, now let's solve the other one. Okay, let's solve this question. A dealer buys two articles X and Y at 600 each. He marks the same price on each of them. Okay, so a dealer buys two articles X and Y at 600 rupees each. Okay, so 600 is price on which he's buying. He marks the same price on each of them. He sells X at two successive discounts, 25% and 15%. Okay, so the first discount is 25%, so it will be 0.75. And what is the marking price? Suppose it is X, so X. Okay, so and second one is 15%. So 15% of 0.75 means 0.75x multiplied by 0.85, correct? Because it will be the 15% price of this one. So if we will solve it, we will get the answer as 0.6375x. So on this price, he's selling the item, okay, and is still making the profit and of 260. Okay, so basically he's selling at this price, okay, which is 0.6375 of x, okay, multiply by x, and he's still making 206 profit if he sells at okay, so this is the basic price, and he's getting 206 and 16 profit. Okay, so what will be the selling price? What is the selling price? Okay, what is the selling price? So basically if he's getting a profit of 216, and he's basically buying the article at 600, okay, and profit is 216. That means he's selling at 816, okay, and 816 should be equal to this one, correct? So 816 should be equal to 0.6375x equals to 816, and after solving we will be getting the price as 1280, okay. And now we are saying that if he sells y at a single discount of 46%, okay, so 46% discount he is providing, okay, then profit he makes on y, okay. So 46% discount, the selling price is 1280, and 46% discount he is giving at this. That means 1280 multiplied by 0.54x, if we will solve it, is it's 691, okay, and the cost price was 600 rupees and selling price was this one, so it is 91 rupees, okay. So what is the percentage of discount he is getting? That is 91.20 divided by 600, correct? This is the percentage of discount, which is 15.2%, okay. So this will be our answer. Okay, I hope this is clear. It's a long question, but I hope this is clear. Correct? Because what we did is first we uh, uh, basically first we tried to figure out the selling price. Okay, so we tried to figure the selling price using these terms. Okay, and then after getting the selling price, we are calculating the discount and the profit on that. Okay, so in this way we just calculated the discount and profit, and I hope you guys got the answer. If the question is not clear, you can repeat it and you can watch it again. Okay, so I hope these questions are clear. These are very important questions. Thank you so much for watching.